Another Part of Me, vocal stems, studio multitracks. Michael's performance on this song is fascinating to me in the way he arcs his phrases. He's so intense at the beginnings of a lot of them, and then has this like sort of release out of each phrase or during the exit of the phrase. I'll explain it more when we get into it. Let's enjoy hearing all the little nuances in new ways, shall we? Starting with some drums. DX7 bass. A friend of mine had a DX7. I got to play on it so much. What a great keyboard. So crazy. Are the snares? Yeah, that's more than just like a mono snare with a reverb on it to give it width. It's two different sounding samples. They're pitched slightly differently, I think. I'm just panning them to either side to make sure I can tell. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, there it is. Transitions, chord choices. Listen to this interlude here. Cool. Horns toward the end. I love it. Lounge version. All right, let's dive into this truly one-of-a-kind vocal performance.
We're taking over. We have the truth. This is our mission, to see it through. Don't point your finger, not dangerous. This is our planet, you're one of us.
Okay, so here's what I'm talking about. And this stands out to me in this Michael performance more than any other performance. Although he does similar things in other songs, it's just so front and center here. Listen how he digs into his voice. And then he's in this like vibrato-y falsetto thing by the end of the line.
We're taking over. We have the truth. This is our mission, to see it through.
Right.
We're taking over. We're taking over.
He's there by the end, but it starts right here. Right. I mean, it's such an incredible dynamic shift. And the coordination to do that in such a musical way, over, no, over, right, over. But he does it so much faster and with so much more saturation. Part of it's the recording, but he does it over such a small period. Massively compressed chest voice and just like the most coward, worried sounding head voice, all in one tiny package.
We're taking over. We have the truth. This is the
And I love that line too. True! At the end.
The truth. This is our mission to see it through. Don't point your finger, not dangerous.
Yeah, on finger again, listen.
Finger, not dangerous.
I mean, it's so wimpy sounding and so strong sounding.
Finger, not dangerous. This is our planet. You're one of us.
And a big part of it is how he's accessing his vibrato. It's this idea that he doesn't have vibrato unless he's in that head voice character, right? Like,
you're one of us.
And I'm not claiming that I sound anywhere near as good or even close to what he's doing. I'm just going for the techniques and experimenting in my own voice, largely so I can appreciate it even more.
You're one of us.
You're one of, like really lean into that. You're one of us. You're one of us. You're one of us. Does he switch on us?
You're one of us.
So us, the beginning of it is full chest voice. And he creates that switch from his chest to head after he says us.
You're one of us.
Or starts us.
You're one of us.
Like that. Us. Us. But he doesn't have the break in there. It's not us. It's you're one of us. But again, quicker. That is so impressive to me.
You're one of us. We're sending out a major love.
Again there, I just can't get over it.
A major love.
Oh, love.
A major love. And this is our message to you. The planets aligning.
And then right here, listen.
Message to you.
A message. There's this pre-sigh where he's going head voice into chest voice, but doesn't try to blend it, right? It's this abrupt switch.
Message to you. The planets are lining up.
Cool effect on the BGVs.
We're bringing brighter days. They're all in line, waiting for you. Can't you see? You're just another part of me.
Oh, so nasty.
Can't you see? You're just another part of me.
The mob.
Can't you see? You're just another part of me.
And there's this distortion here that's so broken.
You're just another part of me.
But he cleans it up for part.
You're just another part of me.
So this distortion is brought about by the same vehicle that his sighs are. Another. Hear how it's that really broken up sound.
You're just another.
You're just another. It's not this. You're just another. It's not that kind of sound. It's way more musical when he does it, but it's so harsh, and it's based off of sighing. There's an extra desperate sound to it.
You're just another part of me.
And I love how he cleans up me and part.
Ooh. Our revelation, fulfill the truth, the final message we'll bring to you.
How much energy he has into this phrase right here.
The final,
Oh,
the final message
so much intensity.
we'll bring to you. There is no danger. Fulfill the truth.
Oh, listen.
Fulfill the truth. fulfill the truth. So come together with me and you.
Part of the reason I get so excited about all the little nuances and approaches in vocal performances like this one is that I love to teach people how to unlock things in their own voices based on what they're hearing from their inspirations. This stuff is possible. You really can learn about yourself and your own abilities as you're appreciating. If you'd like help doing this with your voice, click the link below in the video description or pinned comment, and I'll help you pull things out of your own voice you never knew were there.
We're sending out a major love.
Oh, there it is again.
A major love.
Love. No, love. Closer. Love. Exits into his vibrato. It's very much that ghost sort of while not letting you hear a break. I like this phrase too.
We're sending out.
He has so many ways of articulating between the notes, right? He has this little he has the and then he has the more just straight breath dump.
We're sending out a major love, and this is our message. This is our message to you. The plan.
And he saturates the tape right there on message.
This is our message to you. The planets are lining up, bringing brighter days. They're all alive, waiting for you. So know the truth. You're just another part of me.
Wow. This is his most, I think, just gross, raunchy performance. Gotta hear the swelly background vocals here. Headphone bleed. Yeah. Love it. Michael had an incredibly extended head voice range. Like he was able to just get so high and with this wonderful bell-like closure to his voice. It's really rare that someone can be that clear and clean up there and not having it be some sort of whistle.
Sending out a major love, and this is our message to you.
Hear all the different exits he's using? They're all slightly different. It's like he's improvising between the actual sung lines, rhythmically and tonally.
Love, and this is our message to you. The planets are lining up, bringing.
And part of it's breathing, a lot of it's exhaling, not just taking in air. But there's a percussiveness and a rhythmic, like musical aspect to every way that he breathes and articulates between each phrase. And it's all different.
Bringing brighter days. They're all alive, waiting for you. Can't you see? You're just another part of me. Another part of me.
Now listen to how he transferred his placement here on this one especially.
Another part of me.
He ends in this sort of character. So many vocalists are afraid of nasality, but he's using this as a tool because he goes in and out of it willfully.
Another part of me.
Blah, blah, blah. Not a lot of nasality at the beginning of that phrase.
Another part of me.
Another part of me. Another part of me.
Now, it sounds a little ridiculous when I exaggerate those things, but I am pulling the resonance, the placement in and out of my nose. It's not all in my nose the whole time. It's not all out of my nose. It's dynamic. It's forward and back. It's nasal and not nasal.
Another part of me.
And if I sort of curate that with my own voice, another part of me, another part of me, another part of me. Here I'm actually taking it out of my nose. For me, it's actually the opposite of what he's doing, but I found a way to navigate and dynamically place that actually it feels kind of cool in my own voice. And it sounds different, but it sounds better than if I'm just trying to imitate what he's doing. I'm imitating the techniques that he's using, but I'm letting my own voice interpret it. That's a huge distinction for anybody wanting to learn how to sing and pull from the inspiration of their heroes. Don't try to imitate their sound. Get a feel for what their technique is and what their mindset might have been, and then experiment it with your own voice and accept the happy accidents or the changes, the differences that happen because it's your own voice.
Another part of me.
May. So in character.
We're taking over. Ooh. This is our doom, baby. Another part of me.
That one was far less like crunched at the end. The me wasn't really that. It was more open.
Another part of me.
Me. And then he had that wonderful exit there.
Another part of me.
So much dynamics and placement.
Ooh. Another part of me.
And that one was more me, another part of me, another part of me, another part of me, another part of me. All those are fun and they're playful, and you can tell he's playing with the resonance and placement so much over the same hook.
We're taking over. Ooh.
Foot stomping. Oh, that's cool. I love hearing all the incidental noises back there. Body percussion. Sniffing. Oh, what gems. I love being able to hear all the different ways that he uses his voice, all the different characters and approaches that come out in such short windows with this performance. One of my favorite Michael Jackson performances. Be sure to check out the many other Michael Jackson video analysis videos I've done on this channel. There are a lot, and they're going to keep coming as long as I can find these wonderful files that allow us to hear things in new ways. And again, if you would like help exploring your own voice, pulling from your inspirations, and figuring out what your voice can really do, click the link below in the pinned comment or video description and join my free singing course. I'll help you discover things about yourself, your own musical abilities that you never knew were there.